Hello boys and girls, massive game this weekend. If we want to get in the Europa League, we're going to need to win this one. That's how bad it's got, isn't it? Come and join me for the preview of Arsenal versus Man City. So like I said, we've got Man City this weekend, but before I do that, you know what time it is. It's bet ball time. Got to show you my accumulator. Now, I'm going to keep it very simple for you guys. The competition still runs for £150. Follow me, you're in the draw. I've given away £300 so far, and I'm going to give away another 150, so you know what to do. In terms of my bets for this weekend, I'm keeping them very simple, like I said. I've gone for a Liverpool home win against Everton in the Merseyside derby. I've gone for a Chelsea home win against Crystal Palace. I've gone for a Manchester United home win against West Bromwich Albion. I've actually gone for a draw between Burnley and Spurs. And I've gone for a Leicester home win against Stoke City. Now, I'm sure you know what to do by now. £5 bet, just over 120 quid. It's not a bad return. Before that though, you've got to spin the wheel. I've got a 10% price increase this week, which means it's boosted my total up to £123.50. Not bad if that comes in. Like I said though, I'm giving away £150 just from simply following me. So if you haven't already followed me, you know what to do. Come on. So it's an absolutely massive game this Sunday. Do I expect us to win? No. Why? Because we're playing shit. That's why. We still don't know what the hell's going on with Arsene Wenger. He's turned around in his press conference today and says that he knows what he's doing, but they're not telling us. The guy's actually taking the piss out of every Arsenal fan. It's kind of like, I'm the boss, it's on my terms, do as you're told. It's just a fucking joke, to be quite honest, so don't even want to get started on Arsene Wenger because I will just rant and fucking rant about him. But he really is taking the piss out of all of us. In terms of this game though, as I said, I'm not confident. Why? Based on our performances against the top four sides. We're actually shit. When do we ever turn up in these games? When do we actually perform? I see a statistic this week. Away from home this season, against the top 10 sides in the Premier League, we have picked up 1 point all season. 1 point. That's exactly the same as fucking Sunderland. What the fuck? As for Man City, what can we actually expect from them? They are having a bit of an up and down season. Pep Guardiola, it's his first season. I still feel he's got a bit of rebuilding to do and he still hasn't fully implemented his ideas. He's finding out that the Premier League is not as easy as La Liga and the Bundesliga, but they're still third in the league. They're still well clear of us at the moment. I know we got a game in hand and winning this one will put us in contention again, but defensively, they're shit, but I can't really talk about their defence when ours is just as shit. Man City have conceded 30 goals in the Premier League. We've conceded 34. So yeah, it's a bit rich of me to mock their defence, but what I'm trying to get at is that their defence is shit, and we can get at them. But yeah, like I said, so is ours. This could be one of them games where it's end to end. You score, we score. You score, we score. Cue the 0-0. But yeah, no, I honestly think it'll be a really entertaining game with a lot of goals. Be interesting to see what kind of team we put out, which I will get to in a moment. But yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not hopeful. With that said, I'm going to get into the 1 to 11. And I'm going to pick my 1 to 11, just as I have done for the last few weeks, because I ain't got a fucking clue what Arsene picks anymore. So here we go. In goal, David Ospina. It's a pretty simple decision based on the fact that Cech is injured. So David Ospina goes in goal. Right back, Hector Bellerin. Now, his performances have been really poor of late, considering he set such a high standard. A lot of people were saying that it's since he's grown his hair. Look, come on now. I just think the whole team are having a tough time at the moment, and Hector's one of them, but he's a quality player, and he is our only right back. Matt Debuchy's a knob, and Cole Jenkinson's shit. So Hector Bellerin goes in at right back. Left back, I'll go with Kieran Gibbs based on the fact that we need some pace. I've got a feeling if Nacho Monreal plays there, he's going to get absolutely roasted, just as he has done most of the season. Centre-back pairing. Now, this is where I will change things about. And some of you may go, whoa, that's a bit steep. But listen, bear with me. I'm going to go with Laurent Koscielny. He's captain of the side. Again, hasn't played that great of recent, but he's a quality player. So I'm going to put Laurent Koscielny there. Alongside him, I'm going to go with Rob Holding. Now, Mustafi, since he's come back from injury, has been an absolute liability. Anyone else? If he didn't have that big price tag, he'd probably get dropped from the side. In that defensive midfield role, I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka as the first one in there. I feel that he could be key with this game. His long-range passing. None of this fucking tippy-tappy shit all the time. In front of him, I'm going to have Alexis Chamberlain. The guy's been the highlight of our performances in the last couple of months. He wasn't great against West Brom, but then who was really, apart from Alexis, who tries every single fucking week. On the right-hand side of midfield, I am going to go with Theo Walcott. Lucas Perez is injured at the moment. Theo does kind of like playing against Man City. He scored quite a few goals against them in recent times, so he could be a threat. It just depends what Theo Walcott turns up. Hopefully it's the Theo Walcott from earlier on in the season. On the left-hand side of midfield, I'm going to go with Danny Welbeck. Now, in our last game against West Brom, he played 90 minutes. He didn't have the greatest of performances, but he got the minutes under his belt. And like I said, the whole team played absolutely shit that day. So let's not pin it on one specific player. Remember, Man City's fullbacks are our old fullbacks. And if they use them, they're there to be got at. So that's why I'm going with Walcott one side, Danny Welbeck the other. In the number 10 role, I'm going to stick Mesut Ozil back in there. He played about 20 minutes or so for Germany the other night. And yeah, Arsene himself has said that he's ready. And I do feel that Mesut's had a lot of criticism lately, unjust. There's a lot of criticism that he has deserved. And he does seem to be a bit of the scapegoat. He is the most expensive player we've got in terms of the price tag and everything. So you do expect to see a little bit more from him. Up front, Alexis Sanchez. How long are we going to see this guy in an Arsenal shirt? Arsene says today that he feels that he's happy. Alexis himself, if you kind of read between the lines on what he was saying in his interview back home in Chile this week, you know, he loves Arsenal. I do genuinely believe that. And if we can match his ambitions, he would stay at the club. But if we can't match his ambitions and he ain't going to win the big trophies, then he's going to leave. So there we have it. That's my 1 to 11. I feel that that is a strong side, capable of beating Man City. But again, will they turn up? What Arsenal turns up? I just don't feel I'm seeing a team that's playing for the manager right now. Everything's all over the place. There's planned protests again. I just don't know anymore. I just want to go to football and enjoy it again. I just want to go to football and just feel excited and know that I'm going to go and watch a team that's putting in 110% and care about what they're doing on the pitch. If you haven't seen it already, as you should know by now, I've been doing a charity single alongside Harry Shotter, Arsenal Fan TV, Heavy D, and Troops. Now, that was released this week. And yeah, so far, it's going really, really well. All proceeds go to Macmillan Cancer Support. And if you haven't seen it already, go and check it out on Arsenal Fan TV's YouTube page. I think some of you will be pleasantly surprised. There'll be haters. There always is. But listen, we're doing it for a good cause, and that's all I care about. Raising money for what is an amazing charity. So that's all I care about. So there we have it. Preview 1 to 11. What's going to happen this weekend? Arsenal, do not let me down. I don't sound very confident when I say that anymore, do I? We'll find out on Sunday. I'm out of here.